maybe 2 to 3 of the big moments that would stand out as just big WTF moments for you?
My life had to get so bad, and it wasn't like there was circumstantial things that happened that were bad, but for me it was just like a complete spiritual bottom, where I just didn't want to be around any of my friends. I don't think my friends probably wanted to be around me much at that point, isolating from everybody else. And so I think when I finally surrendered and went into rehab, I remember laying in the bed that I was in, and that first day in rehab, and asking God, and I don't even know what my relationship was at that time. It was just a foxhole prayer. God, please just tell me what I need to do to get it right. I am ready. Just talk to me. Tell me. So every night in rehab, they would bring in speakers to host or hold a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And the first night, 2 guys come in, and it was a Pills Anonymous meeting, and they would rotate the type of meeting it would be. And they said things, the guy said things like, go to meetings, get a sponsor, work the steps with that sponsor, get a service commitment. My first sponsor said, nobody's ever relapsed that did everything their sponsor told them to do. And I heard it all. I heard it all for the first time. I'd been going to meetings prior to that. And most of those meetings I would go to, I was just trying to keep my family off my back from actually having to go to rehab and stop my life for 30 days because I wasn't going to do that because I had all this stuff going on for me, which I didn't have anything going on. It was just that fear of actually having to do that, or the stigma of actually going to rehab. So I finally heard it the very first day I went into treatment, and I knew after day 1 what I needed to do to get sober and to stay sober the rest of my life.
What was the final straw or the final step that actually got you to rehab?
It was an intervention of my family. They had tried multiple times, and then just finally just being beat down so bad by the addiction and tired. So I can remember the last couple days of just waking up in the morning and not thinking about breakfast or not thinking about taking a shower or even going to the bathroom. The first thing I would think about was wake up, take the pills so that in 20 minutes I could have this calm, soothing feeling over my body, and then I could go to work and live life. If I didn't have them, I was so riddled in fear and anxiety. And so it was just this vicious cycle. And so that the fact that it had that strong of a grip on me woke me up finally to the fact that like it is time to surrender.
When did you really start to notice like setting some goals and moving forward from treatment? What did that look like?
One of the first tools, valuable tools that I used in treatment that I still use today for myself and in my coaching, whether you're in sobriety or not in sobriety, is the acronym of HOW, of being honest, open-minded, and willing. Get honest with yourself, get honest with your sponsor, get honest with your family, get honest with the people around you. Be open-minded to taking suggestions, because my way wasn't working out too well. It wasn't working out well at all. It had landed me in rehab. And then willingness. I associate willingness with freedom. Willingness equals freedom. The more willing I am, the more free I can be. And so there's this coachability thing that I always had as a player, as an athlete. And I just tried to take that coachability and just say yes to anything that was suggested, because it was laughable if I were to finally think that I could do things my way.